Hello, my name is Sarah Sierra, and today we're going to be talking about special needs groups in disasters. So, it's often said that natural disasters don't discriminate, but this is actually not the case. The truth is that there are communities that are impacted more than others, such as those with special needs, with disabilities, and they do endure a disproportionate harm. But there are resources out there provided by our governments that like the federal and the state governments that will help in this scenario. So today I will be covering them.
So, who are these special needs groups? For the purpose of this presentation, the term disability and those included in the special needs groups are those with physical and mobility disabilities, sensory disabilities, learning, mental health, intellectual, developmental, and or chronic illness and or in recovery for substance use disorders, as well as those with a history of these conditions. And all these categories could include individuals aging into disability. So that's something to keep in mind. So, for the millions of Americans who have physical, medical, sensory, or cognitive disabilities, emergencies such as fires, floods, and acts of terrorism present a real challenge. FEMA actually provides an online booklet. It's the Preparing for Disasters for People with Disabilities and Other Special Needs, which I find to be very comprehensive, and I will be linking down below. So the CDC outlines some of the resources developed by federal organizations that can be used to develop disability inclusive emergency preparedness and response plans. So for the purpose of time, I will not be going over all of them in depth, but I do have them here and they can be found on the CDC website. So that nobody left behind, the preparing for disaster for people with disabilities and other special needs, the effective emergency preparedness plan planning for employers, excuse me, and the Empower Map are all extremely effective tools. Some are plans, some are apps, and some are just booklets to help these groups, and I find them to be extremely effective. So, as explained by the CDC, it is very important to educate and provide training not only to people with disabilities and their caregivers, but also to emergency planners, first responders, and other members of the community who play an important role in making sure that people with disabilities are included in the plans. So, there are several states that have developed tools and resources to reach out to community members. I have some of them here. You can also find them on the website, and there can oftentimes be problems when members of the community have never been exposed to considering disabilities during disasters and do not know how to respond to it. This is why several states have available brochures, booklets, guides, and other materials and tools that people with disabilities and their caregivers can use to prepare for an emergency. Thank you.